Good morning, everyone, and today I'm going to be doing another Songs I Love for today's episode of Good Morning Soul, and I'm talking about the most high art imaginable. I'm talking about the rawest, most underground, most in-depth, most dirty fucking grunge, whatever word you wanted to use to describe obscure music, the most of that possible. I'm talking about Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride from the Lilo and Stitch album. That's right. I don't really think this is gonna be the most I'm not introducing anyone to this groundbreaking new music or anything, but I do fucking love this song and I do want to fucking talk about it. This song, Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, is the most fun, upbeat, whatever you want to, a sunny day type of song to put on, and just feel good about yourself type of song there is. Basically, if you watched Lilo and Stitch, a masterpiece of our time, basically there actually is some really good music on there. The soundtrack is basically just Elvis Presley songs mixed with whatever bigger songs they had. So there's Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, which is probably the bigger single. There's also Hey Melo No Lilo, and basically that track is the opening track, if you remember the movie, when Lilo is going on this quest to get from the beach to dance school or whatever, but it actually became this really cool montage. And Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride was performed by Kamehameha School's Children Chorus and Mark Keali'i's Home Omalu. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But basically, literally a school of children helped make this song. And the other guy, Mark, he's basically the deep voice, normal Hawaiian guy, and he's paired with this group of school children, and it melds together really wonderfully, and so inspirationally happy. If this song comes on, I've played the song in group settings before and no one complained because it was such a oh, you playing Lilo fucking Stitch? I was like, yeah, you know the song kicks ass. But the reason it kicks so much ass is if you remember the scene it was playing in Lilo and Stitch, it was basically the scene where Stitch tries to learn how to surf, which is a terrible idea because he's afraid of the fucking water. But they're destructive people and they don't realize this. Lilo, she's just a fucking asshole. It makes him go surfing despite this, and it doesn't go well. He falls over, which happens when you surf, and he got wet and almost kidnapped because they wanted to have fun. But the scene before that, it was a blissful, happy, nice scene. And this is a weird story, Lilo and Stitch, to see Disney try some this weird alien story, but it takes place in Hawaii, but there's this friendship dynamic between the alien and this little girl, and there's also this really important family dynamic with her sister, and whether or not she can take care of Lilo, and she's got her own problems, and meanwhile there's this whole alien backstory thing going on at the same time. It was a really interesting movie. I wouldn't see Disney does do a lot of out there things. This is who thought of this? It's not people think of this every day. And there's also the Lilo and Stitch TV show. Shout out to that. I remember catching some episodes of those as a kid, thinking they were pretty good. And this song, the ukulele, it's obviously the imagery they're going for is hula dancing, and it's an obvious Hawaiian song. And I fucking love Hawaiian music. It's my reggae. I really like reggae, but it's an alternate reggae to me, because it's everything that reggae music is supposed that people listen to it for, happiness and one with unity and peacefulness. I get all of that from Hawaiian music. There isn't this obvious genre for it, but there is with reggae, and there isn't I can just easily go to it, but it is like its own, like, I think it should be up there. It should get more recognition. Okay, I didn't even mention the lyrics of this thing, where we start out with like, aloe, I might as well just, because I just butchered that. Basically, it starts out, it's very, and you know when that chord strikes, it's just like, oh my god, like, oh my god. But anyway, so that part is like this big thunderous opening, and then like we get a little bit farther in the track, and it's like, yeah, just peaceful ukulele sounds, ooh, and then the chorus of children break in, and it's just like, oh yeah, on the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. It's such a fucking happy song. Like, what are you talking about? I know someone's gonna think I'm stupid for this, but I don't care. Anyway, I would go more into these lyrics, but literally half of it's Hawaiian. Like, I can't fucking speak it. I'm not even gonna try. But there are some things like, there's no place I'd rather be than on the seashore dry, wet free, on golden sands is where I lay. And if I only had my way, I'd play till the sunset, till the sun sets beyond the horizon. And then it's like, la la kikala. And I'm making a fool of myself on my morning podcast. But then we get the chorus. It's like such a, like, it's such a mesmerizingly, like, cheerful song. Like, oh, I gotta play it again because it's just like, flying by on the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. That's such a, like just the, I mean, this song has nothing to do with roller coasters, but just that imagery, like gets into your mind. And I like the way his voice just kind of cuts in over the children, and they just kind of contrast with one another. And they just kind of like bounce off one another. I think I'm starting to notice the more I do this, I really like these kind of collab songs where it's like two different entities kind of like going back and forth. I mean, that makes sense because it allows like more interesting ideas and more like different flows to go on a track. But like and I like when rappers like trade bars, like, and this is like this is obviously not that case. This is like a group of people and like a guy like at the helm kind of like shooting across one each other, but it's the same idea, I think. But anyway, so I really like the song for just being like this really upbeat, happy song, and I will play it like if I'm in like a setting where I need to play like PG music, I will play this song because it's great. Like, I talk about like the radio songs I like, and I think by now you kind of get the idea of like the radio songs I like, because they're all just like songs talking about how happy we all are and stuff like that. Which this song, you know, isn't that. This song is definitely like just setting a vibe and setting like this setting, like this Hawaiian setting, and it's obviously just used for the movie. Like, they weren't like trying to make this bigger art piece, but like, not to say that no one does that for their soundtrack, they easily could have, but like the intention here was to make like this Hawaiian song, but they did such an amazing job with it. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride off of the Lilo and Stitch soundtrack. I had a fun time recording this one. But anyway, oh yeah, for those wondering, it was produced by David Bifano and Alan Silvestri. And he actually has a page, and he's worked on a lot of Disney shit. He's worked on some the Avengers, the Miley Cyrus movie, the Polar Express movie. Anyway, so yeah, that was my thoughts on this song, Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning with another episode of Good Morning Soul, and until then, thank you for listening. You are the best, and with that, I leave you.